Okay, we are working on a Cadillac 2010 SRX. This is the second generation. It'll be the same through 2010 to 2017. We are working on the switch for the washer reservoir. This area tends to leak, as well as the switch failure. You can have a pump failure. Here's the fill port for the reservoir. You can see the fill port disappears through the firewall and runs down into the wheel well. So we're going to show you how to access that area to effect any number of repairs that you need to do under this area here. Uh, this is where the actual reservoir will be. The wiring, the pump, all of that is there. Has to be accessed by removing the wheel. So we're going to jack the vehicle up, take the wheel off, and here is the actual hub. This whole entire wheel well comes out. 5 screws there, 3 screws here, body plug, and a third body plug. We'll pull those body plugs out and be able to access all that stuff. So starting with these 5 Phillips head screws on the front here. Alright, then we've got 3 on this side. If you don't have the mud flap, you just have the 3. If you've got this mud flap, there's one extra one in the back that'll need to come off. And then that will leave the 3 body plugs here, one on either side. These just pop out. Once the heads are loose, you can pull the bodies out. There's number 2. There is a special tool designed to pry these out, but flathead screwdriver's working just fine. And there's one more. There's number 3 right there. All right, once you have the body out, the entire skirt can be removed, and this gives you access to the reservoir. Here is the actual reservoir. You can see that it is cast to fit right into the body of the car. The bottom hose there is actually the pump. The wiring that goes to that one wire is for electricity for the pump. The other is for the actual switch. And right here you can see pulling the wire off of the switch itself. It's now disconnected. There's the pump. If you have issues with that, typically leaking, that's where that'll be. All right, so then the switch is just a friction fit. Just pulled it right out. You can see there's a rubber gasket that fits on the switch. There's the new one, and they look pretty identical. They're just a friction fitting. There's the actual gasket. So in order to reinsert this, and I didn't show this real well in the video, you're going to want to separate them just like I took it out. Put the gasket in first, and then slide the switch inside of that. It just makes it a little bit easier. You can see I fight that just for a minute because I didn't do it that way. Okay, then we connect the wiring, and you can see since there is no water in there, I'm getting a washer fluid level alarm. I'm going to add some fluid to the reservoir, hopefully lift that switch, turn off the alarm, and then we'll do a leak check, see how things look. All right, so we added the fluid here. The switch is closed. The alarm is gone. Now we're going to do a look underneath here for any leaks. And while you're looking, you can see that that reservoir that was clear is now kind of got a green tint to it. Kind of makes it stand out a little bit better in case you couldn't quite see it earlier. All right, we're all tight, so ready to go back with the skirt. Cover the wheel well back up. The body plugs will go in first. And basically you just insert these into the hole. Then when you have it in there, just push the tab all the way in, reseating the head, and they're done. They're pretty simple. There's 1, 2, and here's number 3. Go ahead and seat those heads. Bang, bang, bang. And now we're ready for the screws. Now, one thing about all these body fittings, it's real useful to start them all before you seat any of them, and that is particularly true for these Phillips heads. You can see I'm just turning them enough to get them started, and the reason for that, you're going to have to move things around a little bit, jiggle it a little bit. I'm making it look pretty easy here for friendly alignment, but really you're going to have to fiddle with it just a little bit to get each one of them aligned. And if you tighten those screws down on the first one, you won't be able to move it for the second, and third, and fourth, and fifth, and so on. So once I have all 5 started on this side, go ahead and insert them on down. All right, so then we've got the 3 and then the 1 behind there, so a total of 4 on this side. Same thing, we don't want to turn in those screws, tighten all that down, and we won't be able to align the rest of them. All right, so we got the three in the front and then the 1 in the rear. They're all started, so now I can zip them down. All right, so the wheel hub is reinstalled. The wheel well is ready to go. The last piece is to put the tire back in place. Go ahead and torque it down, take it off the jack stand, and the project is done. So that is how you access the windshield washer reservoir